So, I have an interesting story. Not even not even 10 minutes ago, I was just with a woman, maybe 10, maybe even 15 years my senior, who offered me out to the local bar. I was tanning outside my building. There was really good sun and UV, and I figured, well, being a shut-in is unhealthy and affects the body and the mind in a negative way, so I should expose myself and make use of the nice weather and take the opportunity to go outside, right? Touch the grass, lie around, bring my kittens too, because if people need sun, so do other animals. I put them in their harnesses, bring their carrier, we're outside. Some lady comes by and she chats me up, and eventually she offers me a drink, and we get drinking and we go to the local bar. Then one of her friends comes looking for her. Where have you been? Your phone's off, out of battery. We've been trying to call you, text you, get in contact. Was told to look here for you. Then I go to her. Well, it's rather unkind and unfortunate. You never told me you had a boyfriend. And so, anyways, the long and short of it is, I got a decent tan. I'm feeling quite well. A few beers down, and managed to avoid any scrap on some man's honor and his claim to his woman. Well, insofar as physically, I haven't sullied that. Maybe socially by affiliation and involvement. I'm guilty of chatting and sharing beers and a meal with someone else's girlfriend. Not even wife. She said if she were to get married, so she definitely wasn't married. But the long and short of it is, she came to saying all sorts of things, because she was well drunk, and I opted to not get so far gone. And she said all manner of things about how she regarded herself, how she regarded me, hinting at saying all sorts of unkind and rude things in her regard to me or about other things. But yet she still very clearly wanted my company, or she wouldn't have wanted me along. And her hinting at all manner of things, being very gay and lame insofar as liberalism and everyone's tastes and preferences. She alluded to the things being important to bring people along and get them together, being good music. Things important to know about someone is their religion and their political affiliations. When I asked her if she were to have 10 minutes to get to know someone, what would she ask them and what would they talk about? And that's all she really said. And I asked, what about preferences and favorites? And then she went on to say she figured that I'd attract some sorts of ditzy kind of bitch, right? That's what she said, something to that effect, right? Some sort of ditzy bitch. And She was very sorry to say so, but what I got to thinking, and then later I said, once it was very clear that her friend showed up looking for her, well, you're taken, and that's unfortunate because I would have definitely enjoyed spending the rest of the night with her, but if you're taken, and I know that lady on the news is taken, she's married, well, who can I attract? It seems as though everyone else is taken. How can I attract even a ditzy bitch? Because, well, she'd be taken and I'm not interested. To me, it's more important not to take someone from someone who's, yeah, already has good claim to them. I'd like to find someone who's available, you know? Whose quality and character is near enough to my own that we'd be a decent couple, and no one else was coupled with them. Yeah, so I'm just wondering. Well, not the lady 10 or 15 years my senior, because she's well and truly taken, and yeah, that's a lot of drama. That's a world of drama. So I can't even trust. The point being, the ultimate point being is, well, number one, I give continent-wide radioactive alert that apparently I'm an unemployed lefty hipster vegan vegetarian. That's apparently the aura I put off. And secondary point being that, well, what am I doing to be a contributing member of society? What do I offer the world? Number three, how can I be more mature and manly and providing for a suitable woman? That was brought up. Not even by me. It was more brought up in so far as, well, what do I want and what can I offer? These sorts of things were made mention. And then the question comes, if I become Universe Man, and I said that, Universe Man. Well, what is Universe Man? Universe Man is someone with the strength of the universe, with the wealth of the universe, and the attractiveness of the universe, right? So someone who's able to lift a truck, someone who's worth $1 billion, someone who has the cock of a kilometer to fuck, someone who has the speed to catch a duck, all manner of things that rhyme, right? Someone who's suave and a great dancer and singer and great conversation and well physically fit, is employed as a Marine, an astronaut, and a doctor. Yeah, that's a Universe Man, right? Well, even if I was Universe Man, how many women would be available without boyfriends, without husbands, of my own age, of my own quality? Yeah, how many of them would be available, even if I was Universe Man? Apparently not that many. Apparently everyone and their mother is already taken. So I'm shit out of luck, romantically or otherwise. So all of this to say, apparently, I'm attractive enough to have a woman, at least even recently, forget that she has a boyfriend. Not the first time. Not the first time. Slipped the first one. By slipped, I meant, opted out of anything to do with the first time. The second time, well, that's the thing. Most oftentimes, they aren't forthcoming. Look up the definition of the word forthcoming. They're not forthcoming with whether or not they have a boyfriend or a partner or a husband or a wife or whatever have you, for that matter. So I didn't dodge or slip or forego the second time. And the third time, she just ended up buying me and herself drinks and a meal. That was interesting. So, well, everyone will have to take my word for this. But and that's the thing. I can live with myself as a man of morals, ethics, and principles, and decency, civility, and honor, right? To a lesser greater degree, not an absolute degree, to a lesser greater degree. Now, if women or ladies who fancy me would only but tell me before having anything to do with me that they have a boyfriend or husband, well, it's very simple. I'll wish them a good day and success in their relationship, and that'll be that, and I'll have nothing to do with them. However, it's rather unfortunate to place all the onus and responsibility on me to, like someone who sells beer, ask them for whether or not they're in a relationship or not. They shouldn't even really want anything intimate to do with me at all if they're in a relationship of any sort. And yet, I have an unfortunate knack and penchant, apparently, not really of my own wanting or choosing, it's outside of my own choice, but apparently I have a penchant for attracting whores and harlots and sluts. Quite unfortunate, because I don't want that for them or for myself, really. I'd like for my own a demure, comely, feminine, loyal, and decent lady or woman, not a passing fancy with just someone, a one-time fling, or to wreck anyone else's relationships. It's not what I live for. It's not what I live for. This society we're in will fault and guilt and shame men for not getting some, for being incels, for being, sexless, for being virgins. But then, is all sex created equal? Really? Like, outside of rape, there's also just, well, getting some that comes your way, not from honorable means, like, not just, taking opportunities that come regardless of if they're decent and in good standing and keeping with maintaining a healthy society, So, pressing, not even taking into account men's own natural, like my own natural instinct and urge and like craving and lust and desire for sex, but just also society's pressure to shame men who don't get it. Well, doesn't that unsettle and corrupt society into leading many men and women to being unfaithful? This lusty pressure, isn't it unhealthy? Thank God, for the most part, I'm a man of good sense and just decency, I hope very soon, to attract loyal, demure, feminine, calmly, and what's the word? It escapes me because it's so rare. It's so rare to have a woman who's in other words, maintaining her grace and dignity and dignified, but there's other words for it that escape me in the moment. But God, and then just a woman to settle down with. That's what I need and want. I don't even want the world that's set before me. My mentor, the man I got the cats from, very bluntly and recently told me, just get a woman, and you can fuck each other's brains out and forget your troubles, because, well, these ethics I hold myself to, they don't suit and have no place in this new world we're in. So I'm being told that, right? And it's like, well, I feel a solid that's being the lights went out. Let me turn them back on. I feel one form of matter that's pressed into the circumstances of change into another, and it's simply a matter of can I hold up to the pressure, Can I hold up to the pressure that the world sets before me? Because apparently the world will not change for me. I have to change and accommodate it. But it's so horrendous. It's so horrific in all aspects and regards. What else is there to say? What am I to do? Again, how many decent, calmly, demure, feminine, loyal, faithful women are there? Who are available, even? Who are available, whom I'm well suited to, and near enough to me that a relationship would even be feasible. Because as it seems to me, there's plenty of women outside my standards to couple with that would like at least even a one night stand with me, though. You know, I don't want that though. Like, I do want that, but I really don't need that, and I don't want that either. There's want and then there's want, you know? There's want in the moment for some reasons, but then there's also don't want in the moment for other reasons, and then there's just long-term consideration. It's just it's horrible all the way around. It's beyond words. It's beyond words. The dating market and relationships and loyalty and faithfulness and civility, it's beyond all repair. It's beyond all repair. There is no cope to account for the damage that has been born. There has to be a complete societal collapse, an apocalypse to a lesser or greater degree, to have those people who even have the capacity within themselves to come to their senses to restart civilization in alignment with decency, propriety, ethics, morals, and principles. Because reforming the current society in alignment with that is impossible. It's what is far gone. What is it for something to be far gone? Well, you need to recognize it, and I'm calling the spade a spade. It's far gone, insofar as everything, up to and including, relationships and loyalty, especially between the sexes, apparently. So depressing, so depressing to be hit on and pursued by a woman who's already supposed to be with another man, who's just so happens to have her phone off and out of battery, when I come to think then, well, if I happen to get a woman and she becomes, quote unquote, as society styles it, my girlfriend or partner, and or a couple, couldn't that be my woman as well? Just feels like being a slut, harlot, or whore that night, you know, one bad night, or just because of the weather or what have you, you know, for whatever reason. She didn't tell me hers, her reason for pursuing me, but yeah, I was just outside of my building, lying on the grass, soaking in the sun. She comes by and wants to chat me up and take me out for drinks. Am I to say no? She's not the most attractive woman in the world, but by all standards, she's not like horrendous neither. So, and I appreciate the company of women. So, yeah, I take her up on her offer. Shouldn't I have known better? Shouldn't I have known better? I should have been a fortune teller to be like, you should go home to your husband or to your boyfriend. I should know that you have a husband or boyfriend and you shouldn't be with me. What the fuck? What the fuck? If I get a girlfriend or partner, it could happen to me too. It's like, I can go to call her. Oh, where are you? You're supposed to be back at this time, or we're supposed to meet at this place at this time. Oh yeah, she's out whoring. I'm just supposed to be left to speculate. Like, fuck me. I'm gonna stop the recording.